Dat, 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 dat. Hey, happy Friday. Welcome back. Welcome back. Friday. Wow. I had to leave you with something real quick. Real quick. Just some quick notes. I got a quick video for you, and I got to apologize in advance for all of the anxiety. Oh, listen to that. 6:30 again. Dope lick, add it to the cart, get them kicks on and grab it at you. Gotta change this line. They're not gonna put my stuff in Walmart, it turns out. Turns out they're not gonna put my stuff in Walmart after all. They're not gonna put Made a Milli on Just This Track or Money in the Bank yet. But I've got a couple other things that I'm looking to get in there. What? I don't know, a couple t-shirts and a hat and a beanie. I'm getting them all in there. That way when I go in there to get all the inexpensive food for the kiddos on account of inflation, I can go in and get a couple shirts, right? This one's got some spit up on it. These shoes got some poo-poo on it from a little dealy bob gone bad. Diaper change, that's the word I was looking for. Hey, Jamie's, let's just kick this off. I was going to go long-winded here, but it turns out I just want to get into it. Well, they want to hear about spaceships. They come to the spaceman and they want to hear, is this a Chinese drone? Or is this a spaceship? Hey, hit it. And we're back. Hey, thanks for coming. Thanks for joining. Thanks for picking up the phone when I call. Are we even on telephone? Let's make sure we are. Are we? Can you hear me out there? Hey, I'm coming in from space. I got the babble fish on. What do you want from me? Oh, let me click on this one here. Yeah, we're on the phone, people. Hey, can you believe this? I get up here, building the positivity empire, and all I see are aliens out there. You see me just change the name live on the feed? Now, you know what you try and do on Friday. I've already got a pretty intense internal monologue that's always a Debbie Downer that I've got to turn around. And recently, I realized I don't need to listen to that voice. I can go to these other ones over here. They're still having a party. But this voice, sometimes that anxiety gets you. And you know what fuels it? You know what is the fuel to the fire? And this is something maybe worth looking at, is the news. How come the news? I know there's a lot of bad going on in the world. I know there's a lot. But come on, everyone teaches you balance when you're growing up. Balance as a kid. You gotta, you're eating all those sweets, but you gotta have your vegetables. You gotta, you want to stay up late at night, but you gotta go to bed so that you can be rested for tomorrow. All of that balance. Well, the news, they didn't get the memo. All the news wants you to know about is how fearful you should be. What? Oh, of other people in every other country, and everyone out there is out to get you. And if it's not people on this planet, it's aliens, people. I'll tell you what, I'm not here to get you. I'm here to communicate. That's what I'm out over here. I'm finding all this cool stuff you humans are doing, and I'm relaying it back. And now I hear that I'm being mistaken for a Chinese drone balloon. Listen, you're not getting a drone balloon that far over the United States of GD America, ever. Do you understand me? Actually, maybe you probably could. Space is big. The airspace is big. But I'll tell you what we got a lot of. We, just because I'm over here currently in the continental United States, we got a lot of money. And money buys electronics. We also, you know what we do? We just got all of that electronics, all that money. There's no way a little drone ship is getting over the States without one of our satellites getting it. Okay, how about that? The satellites are definitely going to see it. Now let me show you where this drone is conveniently located. I want you to note how close to a bunch of bases this thing is. Boop. Hey, Jamie. 13. Oh, yeah, I said it was going to be one of the Jamies. Jamie, switch over to the browser. We got people waiting here. All right, there we go. Thanks, Jamie. All right. Can you go ahead and pull up the play button? Pull that one up for me. Here's the one about the Chinese spy balloon, quote unquote. Here we go. You ready? I don't mean to make you anxious. This is silliness. Obviously not a Chinese spy balloon. Obviously it's alien. And at the very end, I'm going to, let me just do it now. Okay, we'll come back here. What time are we at? 52? Hey, Jamie number 4, can you put it to, it was at the end when everyone starts talking about fear and dying and how, oh no, not this year. This isn't the worst. You need to wait till 2024. And, oh no, but not 2024. It could be this year. Just keeping you on your effing toes. Now listen to how this lady repeats this. And we got to go back to the guy for the soundbite. Hey, what are your thoughts on this? Is the world going to shit and everyone going to die? Beep. Sorry, kids. Let's see. I got to find the guy that does it. The guy that takes us out into it. Oh, they're such fear mongers. Yeah. Then they take us over to China doing some operations. This looks like, look at this. It looks like they're doing this right now. Maybe they are. Something about going to Taiwan, but watch this. Look at this. Look at these. And then look at this shitty Amazon drone at the top. You got to see this thing. Look at this. China. What do you got? You going to work out with these little bags on? I have one of these. Mine says Adidas on it. But watch this drone. Carrying 3 pounds of something.
So many different targets at once. And
what's that, a candle?
Also the United States.
Look at this. What do we got here? I was thinking about this, and if you want to take this idea, just give me some credit. Throw me $500,000 and put my name on the patent or whatever. But look at this. I was thinking how amazing and terrifying drone technology is. But this is silly. You only got one of these, China. We're taking it out. We or someone's taking it out, right? I mean, anyone, your adversary, whoever's in the war games with you, taking it out. Boom, just one. So obviously you're going to have 1,000 of them. But you could take out 1,000 pretty easily with a machine gun. I saw this guy shooting a basketball. You want to see this? Watch this. Let me see if I can find this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this. I just say idiot shooting basketball, drone, basketball, fail. Boom. Yes. Watch this. Oh my God. This could have gone so terribly, terribly bad. All right, this, and I'm surprised he wasn't up higher. Somehow this drone saved his life. Recognized this. He's running with Asimov's laws. Asimov? Robotic laws. Do not do any harm to the human, and then put yourself in harm's way to avoid killing the human. This thing definitely lightened the blow, because you see at the last minute it lays him down ever so softly. Watch this. We're gonna watch this 12 times, people. You don't get it on the first one. You see that? Love tap and the thing just exploded. All right. So my point here is these drones, right? These Chinese spy drones, that are coming for us. Look at this thing. Wah. Look at that. It's little testicles dangling down just as a show of force. Hold on, let's go back to that. Hey, Jamie, could you back it up about 5 seconds? Is there a special key on the keyboard to do that?
Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer opening an investigation into John Kerry, meanwhile.
Yep, no, you missed it. Jamie, you're fired.
The United States.
Jamie number 1, you're still hired.
House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer.
All right, let's go back here. But yeah, those things. So anyway, you got to get 1,000 drones, and those drones are coming. Then you throw 1,000 basketballs at them, and a couple of them topple over. Well, if they had a payload, you got to know about that payload. Something didn't get to the battlefield. So you have that as a list of things that need to get executed, the queue, and these drones, new ones just get deployed. You can't get rid of them. This is what's so terrifying about drone technology. You watch those little dogs moving around in sync. I just know, not bye 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 bye. Dun, 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 dun. Watch it go. Oh, man. You see that? Look, one more time. Look how high he is. He's at least 10 feet up in the air. What's a basketball hoop? And it takes him up. Yes, he's as high as a building. Wow. He's so lucky, dude. Thank God he had his helmet on. But he's hanging around with 8 blades fast enough that can lift you up off the ground. You don't think they could chop your head off? Boy, oh boy. For science. So watch this Chinese spy balloon here. We'll get back on topic, quote unquote. Look at this thing. And look how big it is. It's not this big, people. Imagine it was that big. Now look at how they draw it. They draw it. It looks like some shitty artist came in here and took a perfect and a sphere that was out of this world round, could not exist on this planet, and then they added in the bottom part. Look how bad that looks. Okay, now when you see the actual floating...
Now we find this spy balloon.
I gotta say, this was from Sector Y64 Alpha.
And what do you know about this spy balloon? I mean, apparently it could easily disperse biological weapons or have a nuclear device.
Yeah, definitely Y64.
Nuclear responses?
They don't make those in the other sectors.
There could be anything that balloon carries, including what you just talked about. We know where it came from. Its track has been public. And I think probably the Biden administration believes that they do not want to roil relations with China. And that they are being responsible.
I'm going to find out where its track is. It's public.
Unfortunately, as I just
from outer
mentioned, the
space.
Chinese don't view it that way. They put a different spin on it. And we got to remember that the Chinese leadership, especially under Xi Jinping, and especially in the last 3 or 4 years, does live in its own world of its own constructed reality. And that reality is what's important. And it's very dangerous with what they're doing with, for instance, the intercept of that unarmed U.S. Air Force reconnaissance plane in international airspace in December. So this just goes one incident after another, and it's not leading in a good direction.
No, this is really an incredible development. Now we know that China is sending more than a dozen jets and 4 naval ships around Taiwan. They did this morning. CIA
okay, I guess it's all kind of related. When I originally heard it, I was like, oh, she's taking us for a left turn here, telling us something else that's bad. But then they go and they show us the stuff going on over in Taiwan. Supposedly, these people getting off the... Oh, no, they were talking about India and how they're going to India as well. Hey, where's the fear-mongering? I know it's in here. I got to perpetuate it. No, I don't. I just want you to hear this. This is how bad it's gotten. Oh my goodness, where did it go, people? This man, right here. He starts talking about China this and China that, but then he's like, hey, nah, but you got so much to worry about.
Can't achieve this via political warfare, so he might choose the kinetic or hard power option. So 2024 really is the year of maximum danger, in my opinion.
Hold on. No way. And we get going into the weekend, the Positivity Empire. Let's hear that one more time.
Option. So 2024 really is the year of maximum danger, in my opinion.
Wait, what?
So 2024 really is the year of maximum danger.
I don't think I got that. I'm going to need someone on the news nationally.
For the year of maximum danger. Your thoughts?
God. Breathe it in, people. Breathe in. Breathe all of that in. That is what we call negativity. Hold it. Let all those negativity modules and molecules latch on to that air. Deep breath. Think about all the stuff Maria and this man just said, and that other man, China. Exhale, blow that out, people. Get that negativity out. Happy effing Friday. I don't know about you, but I'm getting pretty darn excited. When I looked at this picture, I said, okay, what is in this picture? What did they take note of? First of all, Chinese spy balloon. No, it's not getting this far into the States. I'm sorry. It's not going to happen. If you had shown me a picture of this in space, but you showed it overlaid just like this, with all these bases around it. Now, one thing that I know, that I've heard from multiple people on YouTube, is that every time there is some type of a war going on, there are sightings. There are sightings that seem to see these objects located over bases, located over military efforts. And kind of like the idea that they are there observing, making sure things don't go crazy, and that they're where the capabilities are, like nuclear capabilities. Let me type this in. I'm going to get on so many lists here. Alien sightings during times of war escalation. Let's try this. Let me see if I can pull this one over. UFO believers think aliens will stop nuclear war. This one's from Australia. Ooh, March 11th, 2022. Okay. Stand by to stand by. I'm looking to see if we have any. I got to drop off here in a minute. You know I got this school thing going on. All right, I don't have anything here, but if I find something, or maybe you have something you can put down below, I'll talk about it on the next one, because I keep seeing these things about how all of a sudden, it's like you see random reports of people with seeing these objects and other corroborations of this object flying over almost in an observatory fashion. A movie that's really kind of cool if you can get into it, and you might actually like the Keanu Reeves version a little better, which is terrible, is awful. God awful. One of the worst films of all time. But you got to give it to Keanu, and it was just, I don't know. If you weren't into the movie, maybe if you weren't into the movie, if you didn't see the original, but this one is The Day the Earth Stood Still. And spoiler alert, this movie came out 59 years ago. No, this came out 70 years ago. Oh no, this is the one with Keanu. Oh yeah, don't go see this one. This one is terrible. Look at this big old robot in here. This is the one, I said this before, but they took this robot. You want to see the trailer? For Keanu's? No, because they're not going to show this guy. This is Gort. Klaatu Varata Nikto. Klaatu Varata Nikto? Klaatu Varata Nikto. You got to say this to Gort, otherwise he doesn't know. Klaatu is the guy's name in the first one. And they call the lady to go get. Oh, it didn't set this up at all. They call the lady and the robot, and what is he even talking about, people? Okay, in the 1951 classic science fiction film about an alien visitor and his giant robot counterpart who visit Earth, they fly down to space just like yours truly, and they're sitting there, and then guess who surrounds them? The U.S. government. This is what I'm saying. You wouldn't just have a drone hanging up here in space. Like I showed you before, what's on the other page. No, we would look at it. You see him surrounded it in the trailer here? Look at him. Like, oh, it won't let me rewind it. You got to be kidding me. You just got to watch the whole thing. All right, look at that. Those are all nano bots. You have no idea. You have no idea. Yeah, I guess you should go see this one. This one is more up to date. But it's definitely not as cool as the first one. God, that robot is sick. All right, so what happens? What is in this movie with Keanu Reeves and Jennifer Connelly? Well, I'll give you the minute summary because I know my kid's going to be late. All right, you ready? They come down. It's a spaceship. Guy gets out. He doesn't have anything, right? Except he goes to hand over something to this military person. The military surrounded him. Hands over this thing that appears to be a gun, and one of the guys over on the side's trigger happy. The soldier shoots him. He gets shot, and then the robot comes out. You just see, and it's Gort standing outside the ship. Everyone's like, where did this giant robot come from? Giant. They used the literal giant man to do this. They had to have him hooked up to a crane so he didn't fall over when he's walking up and down the spaceship. and he just goes, see this light on his eye here? I'll zoom in. All right, this one here, you just see, and things just start disappearing. All of the guns and all of the, his laser hits them, the gun and the tanks and then the Humvees, and they're gone. This robot is unstoppable, can stop the planet, could destroy the planet. You find this out later, that they created these robots to stop anyone from harming anyone else or destroying the world, or they would destroy the people that created them if it was to if it meant, to save the world or whatever. They're ultimate peace robots, but they like destroy the SHI out of stuff. This guy. So anyway, the point was this, and this is one of the coolest magic tricks the guy does, is we have gotten too capable as a planet in the 1950s around World War II and nuclear escalation that the other civilizations in these other worlds have noticed. They've taken notice. The power has gotten out of our control and we're not mature enough to use it. So they come over and they say, listen, your planet is going to go away. It's going to disintegrate. This man right here, this robot man named Gort, is the one that's going to do it. He's going to go, boom, and the planet's gone. If you don't stop. You need to stop. And the thing is, the United States wants it all. They want to be up front. Oh, no, you have the conversation with me, and then I'll take it to the president. And he said, nah, this needs to go to the UN. This needs to go to the world. It's not just a U.S. thing. And they don't listen. So Klaatu has one demonstration to get them on board. And it's the last one, then you got to go see it, okay? Klaatu comes and he's in an elevator, and all of a sudden it shuts down, and he's in there with this lady. And he goes, hey, what time is it? And she goes, oh, it's 12 o'clock, exactly. And he says, oh, that's right. This is right on time. And the other civilization shut down the world. No electronics worked anymore, except for planes. So they have the capability to direct in that precision. It's incredible. It's a slow-moving movie, and it is in black and white. So if those are two of your not-to-dos, but hey, if you end up going and checking it out, let me know down below. To be honest, one of my favorite movies. I get a list of like 10. Johnny Five's on there too, so if you need another recommendation with just a silly, cute little robot named Johnny Five. Why did I become a robotic engineer? Why did I become the literal budget Tony Stark? Because I love communicating with these robots. This is my friend right here. I grew up with this. Do not dare show me Ali Sheedy or Steve Gutenberg when I click on Johnny Five Short Circuit. You better come correct with Johnny Five. Who's Johnny? Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Who's Johnny? Hey, y'all have a great weekend, man. I hope we turned it up and it's not so crazy terrifying anymore. Don't worry, we're going to be fine. After all this stuff goes away, we'll rebuild it, and the empire will still be here. Happy Friday. Peace out. Take it easy. Cheesy.